Let's jump back to this Hulkoff and
Hmm.
let's jump back to this new record. First of all, congrats. This latest release was amazing. At least for myself. I mean, I'm talking behalf of myself here. But I think it was 4 or 5 weeks ago that it came out, if I'm not wrong.
It should be
About
something like
yeah,
that.
something like that. Uh, but one thing that I wanna let's I think this is also the point that some people ask you already, how this idea of doing one side Swedish, one side English, how it came to your mind, and how you dealt with that. That was really fun, I
Hmm.
think.
Yeah, well, those who have been around for a while, first off, thank you for the compliment. Of course, I'm super happy that you liked the album.
It was amazing.
And but this concept of having two languages on the album is really not. This is not the first time. You know, the first Hulkoff album I made was the one called Gwen, and that was in English only.
Okay.
Then I did the second one, and this was before the COVID-19 lockdowns and all that stuff. The one called Panzerfolk, and it was so, you know, um, that's when I really started delving into this old tonality and all that stuff, and
Mm,
it feels so completely connected to the Swedish language for
okay.
me, you know. So it had to be in Swedish, and then, you know, with a few discussions here and there, and all the people in non-Swedish speaking countries who want to understand what I'm singing about,
Ah,
you know, I decided to translate it, you know, like they do with the operas or the musicals or whatever.
yeah, yeah,
So yeah, it's a lot of work
yeah, yeah.
and it's a lot of compromising, of course. But
But
hey,
the
yeah,
intention I mean, the root intention for you was to do it on Swedish. I think the Hulkoff project,
yeah.
or yeah,
Well, not from the start.
not from the start.
Not from the
Okay.
start. It was not because I
Uh,
was running this parallel with Raubtier, and
uh
I wanted to separate it a bit by doing the lyrics in English.
Okay.
And also, you know, there's this historical connection. I thought, you know, that people wanted to understand it even outside of Scandinavia, you know. But I don't know about intention. I'm not so sure there was too much intention, really, to be honest. I think
Okay.
there was a lot of feel thing from the start,
Okay. Okay.
and that's just how it came out. Like sort of like kind of like the Sithicon thing today. It's like a tribute to all the things that inspired me in my life.
Uh-huh. So
Um,
that's the way that you start writing lyrics, I think. That I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And I mean, if I understood correctly, it's not like that you focus that I need to write it on Swedish, I need to write it on English. It's a matter of inspiration.
That's correct,
Uh-huh.
100%. And a lot of people ask me, what comes first, Swedish or English? Well, sometimes it's Swedish and then I translate it to English.
Uh-huh.
But
Okay.
sometimes you get this idea for a hook or an earworm or whatever, and then what language it is, you know,
Yeah.
can be whatever. Sometimes it's old ancient Gothic, you know, or Old Norse or Finnish even. And then from that, something else comes out, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really hard to say. I don't necessarily think that the language is the most important thing.
Okay.
The feeling is number one. And then I try to write lyrics that mean something, you know, in the end.
That's really nice because I mean you're not going around with the sort of a specific structure. You keep yourself free even in terms of the language as well,
Yeah, I do.
and you jump straight to the context,
Hmm.
or let's say concept that I want to talk about this concept. It doesn't matter on which, let's say, language, but let's see how it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I mean, music is a universal language,
yeah,
isn't it?
yeah, yeah. It is, of
Is,
course, it is.
isn't music a very, very interesting thing, my friend?
Yeah,
Nobody can explain what it is.
no, no,
And still it moves us all.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Kind of like water.
Exactly, yeah,
Very interesting.
yeah.
And I think there is really no point in trying to limit yourself in any way by saying, "Oh, I'm just gonna sing in Swedish. I'm just gonna sing in English or whatever." You know, why?
Hmm.
What's here is what matters. You know, and it needs to come out the way it comes out.
Yeah,
That's how I see it.
you should keep it free, not
Yeah, exactly.
not put it inside the barricade or
No,
something
no,
like that. Yeah,
because but it's a very very human thing to do
yeah,
to box everything up. That's how it is because somebody slaps that label on you and that
Yeah.
label will follow you wherever you go for your
Yeah.
whole life for some weird reason, because that's how humans function. And sometimes I feel that it's a bit,
Yeah.
how should I put it, a little bit disturbing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because, I mean, what kind of genre is Beethoven, for example?
Yeah.
It's classical music. Okay, what is that?
Yeah.
Can somebody please explain to me what is that? Symphonic music. Yeah, but everything is not symphonic that he does.